I'm by St. Patrick's Cathedral, which you can't really tell. It's a really big building, so you can't really see, but I'm rehearsing here today, and I'm trying to talk really loud because I'm literally standing on 5th Avenue. But anyway, I'm rehearsing here tonight for City Singing at Christmas. I'm really excited. I think I'm the first person in my choir here. I'm like 15-20 minutes early. And it looks like a mass just let out, and there's still a lot of people inside, so I kind of don't know, like, I don't really know where I'm supposed to go. I think I'm gonna text one of my friends and see where they're at, and maybe try to catch up with one of them. I am really regretting not taking a jacket with me this morning, because all I'm wearing is a sweater, and like, while it's a nice cozy sweater, it's freaking winter in New York, and it's 40 degrees and I'm freezing, and I think I'm just gonna go into the cathedral to be warm, and there's tourists and cops staring at me for vlogging. Not surprising, so yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be doing right now, but I think I'm just gonna walk inside because it's warm in there and it's freezing out here. Do you know who's been in this room? The Pope? Rehearsal went really well, and again I have to shout because it's super loud out here, and yeah, it is absolutely gorgeous in there, and it's really cool to sing, and it's raining, which isn't, nope. Rain. It's like misty, annoying rain. But anyway, it was really cool rehearsing in there. It's just absolutely gorgeous, and it's really cool to like be singing in, you know, not just a cathedral, but like a super famous cathedral. And we were singing with the St. Patrick's Cathedral Choir for a little bit. Tomorrow we're also going to be singing with Young People's Chorus of New York City. And you know, as a choir dork, I'm just like, this is so cool. So yeah, but I just found out that I have to show up in concert attire, which kind of sucks because I have to show up in like a floor-length choir dress and get on the subway in a floor-length choir dress during finals week. Not so thrilled about that, but yeah, I'm actually looking for a Starbucks because rehearsal, we got released from rehearsal about an hour and a half early, and so my mom's picking me up, but I think there's a Starbucks on 51st Street. Not entirely sure. Hoping that there is. Alright, well, I'll check in later, probably tomorrow, on concert day. Tomorrow I also have my music ed final where it's an interview plus a performance, so it's like a jury on steroids. Kind of terrified for that, but you know, wish me luck. So, it's been a long day and a very stressful week that's still not over, and I came home, opened the door, I got jury duty. No! I'm your biggest fan, I'll follow you until you love me. I'm just gonna make this into the Neo cam. This is really unnerving. You're so Hello! So, we just finished the concert in St. Patrick's Cathedral, and I'm just sitting in the car right now, waiting for my mom to grab some stuff from her office, but yeah, the concert went just so well, and it was such an amazing experience. I'm so happy right now. I just have like the post-performance high of like, and they were live streaming it on their website. I think they were filming it, or at least they had cameras going to display it on screens around the cathedral, because there were literally, it was packed in, like standing room only. Like, I think there probably were like 1,000 or 2,000 people. I mean, I don't think I'm that good at guessing numbers, but it was at least 1,000 people. And so I, performing in front of this huge audience in this gorgeous cathedral. And I mean, like, our set went really well. My solo went really well. Like, myself and the other soloists were like, yeah, that's probably the best we've ever done it. And apparently they, like, because again, they have those screens around the cathedral because there's so many people. So it's like, if you're not up close, you could see the person, like, performing on the screen. Yeah. And so apparently when I was singing, they, like, zoomed in right on my face, which I didn't know, or I didn't really care. Like, I noticed this yesterday because we were rehearsing in front of, I don't know if I mentioned this in this vlog, but I mean, there were people visiting the cathedral because it's tourist season, and it's also, like, a big cathedral, so there's always people in it. There were, like, a good 200 or 300 people just, like, there visiting, looking around, and who were sitting and watching our rehearsal. And, like, I don't really fare well with a lot of people watching my rehearsal. Like, if it's 1 or 2 people hanging out, I don't really care. But if it's kind of like an audience, like, I don't really like it because I'm just like, oh, I don't really have the freedom to mess up, and, like, it kind of, like, puts me on edge. But after a few songs, I was just kind of like, whatever. But, like, a lot of them had phones out, and a lot of them had cameras out. Like, I mean, I wasn't really looking at the audience today, and I saw, like, some cameras, and I mean, there was a huge audience, so I saw, like, I saw cameras and iPhones out, like, taping stuff, like, quite a lot, actually. But anyway, that happened in rehearsal, and everybody's like, oh my god, they're filming us, oh my god, it feels weird. And I was literally standing there, like, I literally could not care less that they're filming us right now. But I realized, like, I'm kind of the anomaly. Like, I'm very accustomed to being on camera and, like, filming things. And that's something you don't realize until you're, like, there's a camera pointed at you and you literally don't care. Like, as a YouTuber, like, if my friend whips out their phone to take a Snapchat, like, other people are like, no, and I'm just like, ham it up, let's do this. Like, does anybody else realize, there's a little strappy thing from my dress, hello. Does anybody else get that? Like, if you're a YouTuber, like, and someone, like, I've been a YouTuber for over 2 years now, and, like, if you start filming me, I literally will never care. But anyway, yeah. So they broadcast it on their website. I think I already said that. I'm, like, losing track of my thoughts because it's still finals week, and I have a sight singing final tomorrow morning that I'm, like, really nervous about. But yeah, because I should stop vlogging because I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, and I would probably just, like, keep rambling forever. I forgot to mention something, and this is why I don't do vlogging like this that much, because I always forget to say stuff. And yeah, so there were 2 things that were slightly irritating tonight, but they were kind of funny. We did this really cool thing where we processed around the cathedral, in that, like, we came off the little, it wasn't risers, it was, like, there's stairs up to the altar, and that's just where the choir stood. So we came down off that and then walked around the cathedral with candles in our hands, and everybody in the audience had candles as well, and then they dimmed the lights while we all sang Silent Night. So, okay, this was my personal hell, because they dimmed the lights, so all we have is candlelight, and I only have the first verse of Silent Night, like, memorized. Like, the second verse and the third verse, I was reading it, because I did not know it at all. And, so I'm trying to read small print without my glasses by freaking candlelight while attempting not to burn my hair or my dress or my binder, which is filled with paper, while attempting to just walk in a straight line, and also singing while doing all of this, like, trying to use proper vocal technique while doing all of that. But it actually was a really cool thing. But at some point my candle just went out, and I was like, well, that sucks, because now I can't see anything. But it still was actually pretty cool. And later, when we were singing, like, all combined, like, all 3 choirs combined, we were singing Oh Holy Night and the Hallelujah Chorus. Whoever was standing behind me, they were not in my choir. They had their binder. We were squished in pretty tight, but when you're squished in tight, you just hold your binder as close as possible to yourself so you don't hit the person in front of you in the head. I'm also very susceptible to having binders hit me in the back of the head because I'm 5'2", and yeah, not exceptionally tall, and I wasn't wearing heels tonight because I just was not feeling it. I knew I was going to be on my feet for a really long time. didn't want to wear heels. So I literally sang those 2 entire songs with a binder resting on my head and occasionally just jabbing into my head. And I was like, I was like, oh, holy night. And, oh, my mom's outside the car. Wait. I gotta find the key. Let's do that. My mom just came back to the car and I forgot that I had the key, so I had to find that. But yeah, basically I sang those 2 whole things with a binder jabbed, most of the times resting on my head. And I was like, just, for the love of God, don't do that.